at home re-echoes in Imo. The news details. Residents of Owerri and its environment on Monday resumed their weekly sit-at-home culture as ordered by the Ipob. Consequently, vehicles, Okada, and tricycle operators were off the roads, while markets, schools, shops, banks, filling stations, and others were closed. Rural dwellers in the 637 autonomous communities of the state also remained indoors, as motor parks in the council headquarters were also closed down for loading and discharging of passengers. Commuters are anxious to get to their destinations due to one engagement on the other. We are seen trekking, while few Okada riders, who bravely shunned the Ipob directive, operated with attires that created the impression of being on essential duties. A few numbers of armed mobile policemen in their Hilux van patrolled the roads, and people gathered in groups discussing the situation. It was seen that the Ipob sit-at-home re-echoes in Imo. Imo have already said they are no longer interested in the Ipob sit-at-home, that henceforth they will go ahead with their daily activities. Shops, markets, Okada and tricycle operators, vehicles, filling stations, banks and others will be opened. But on Monday, the Ipob sit-at-home re-echoes again. Imo State resumed their weekly sit-at-home culture as ordered by the indigenous people of Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafra are the ones who enforced sit-at-home in the southeast. But the Imo State have said they are no longer interested, yet they had to resume their weekly sit-at-home culture as it was ordered by the Ipob. The vehicles, Okada, tricycle operators, banks were off the roads, while markets, schools, shops, banks, filling stations, and others were closed. Sit-at-home means no operative, no schools or banks or anything must be opened. Every one of them must sit at home. No business must come up. The rulers of the state remained indoors. Even motor parks in the council headquarters were also closed down. People could not go their ways. They could not they could not carry out their different businesses. They had to obey the Ipob sit-at-home, because once it is not obeyed, anything can happen. So they had no choice than to obey the Ipob sit-at-home, discharging their passengers, closing their shops, motorcycles not working. Only some Okada riders who were brave could shun the Ipob directive operative, but they were putting on attires that created the impression of them being on essential duties. We saw few numbers of armed mobile policemen patrolling the roads, and people were gathered in groups discussing the situation. Situation for Owerri as President Buhari visits Imo State. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari say is happy with the project in the commission for Imo State. The president took his time one after the other to commission the flood control tunnel. The flood control tunnel from Dikchaiga Street to Otamiri River, Egbeada Bypass, and the Naze or Nekede or Igwe Road. He said infrastructure would make people mind their own business. He added and say if the road is not okay, the people will not be able to do anything, and is assuring the people of Imo State that from the center that he will try and help the state within the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari had landed in Imo State, southeast Nigeria, earlier for a one-day working visit. Buhari landed in Sam Mbako Airport in Owerri, the state's capital, where dignitaries received him. The Imo State governor has concluded arrangements for each free reception of President Muhammadu Buhari's official visit to the state. Owerri, the state capital, is already wearing a new look as of major roads in the city are adorned in black and white color paints to add beauty to some of the newly rehabilitated roads in the area. The State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Dr. Declan Emelumba, told newsmen in Owerri that security has been beefed in the state, noting that the residents of Imo were enthusiastic to welcome the president. He said, while in Imo State, the president will inaugurate Nazi Nkedi Polytechnic Road, new balloon technology drainage tunnel at the Tiger Road, Onitsha Olu Road bypass, and the new Government House Executive Chambers. Similarly, the President General of the Igbo Apex Socio-Cultural Group, Ohaneze, Professor George Obiozo, said President Buhari's visit to the Imo State was an indication that he remained the father of the nation. In a statement issued through the National Publicity Secretary of Ohaneze, Chief Alex Ogbonia, Obiozo described a purported report in some social media credited to one Chief Shidi Ibe, acclaimed President General of Ohaneze Indugbo General Assembly, that the Ohaneze Indugbo was at odds with the planned visit of the president as wicked and unimaginable, adding that nothing can be more dishonest than this. By this visit, the president has proven beyond doubt that he is the father of the nation. We are persuaded that this landmark visit to the southeast of Nigeria by Mr. President is critical and a turning point in the Igbo political history. The statement read in part. The Imo State re-echoes Ipob sit at home. They started the sit at home on Monday. The sit at home in which they said they are no longer going to obey the Ipob's directive on the sit at home. But on Monday, they had to start the sit at home again. The Imo State people are concerned about this sit at home. They said they want to live their life freely. They want to go about their businesses without no itch. But now the Ipob is saying they should sit at home again every Monday. Thank you, my listeners, for listening. Do have a good day and God bless you all.